Straight away, huh?
Yeah.
$39-minute video, dude.
Google where? After.
What is wrong with his face?
It's gonna be perfect! It's gonna be perfect! It's gonna be perfect!
Bro, what happened to you?
Perfect does not always exist. Oh, it's the movie. I see. Please excuse my munchings and crunchings.
Alright, I'll be stocked and ready. This is my year, and I'm going to make the best video ever!
Several days later.
Alright, let's play that back. No! How am I gonna make the best video ever with this mediocre clip?
I see.
Yes? Oh, was that today? I'm sorry, Ma, I can't come out today. I'm in the middle of making a special video.
Come back here, you big monkey!
Not this one. This one's going to be different. Okay, bye! Okay, let's try again.
3 days later.
This is no good! I need it perfect! It's gotta be perfect, it's gotta be perfect, it's gotta be perfect. Huh? What?
Hello! Eto, sono lavato, lo vedo!
Much later.
Oh no. That's a lot of keyboards.
Why isn't it perfect? Why isn't it perfect? Why isn't it perfect? Why isn't it perfect?
Some time later.
Why isn't it perfect? Why isn't it perfect?
Yeah, dude, get out of your room.
So loud. Everyone's so loud.
Well, that's one way to make him stop working.
Shut up! Can you all shut up?
Warriors, fuck. Oh no. That's how Sophia gets the off games most time. Oh no.
Huh? Ow! Oh.
It's what my housemates do if I stream too late. Of course there's a trap. It's always a trap. Look at it! It's Eldridgian! It's Eldridgian! Oh my god, if that's not a word, it should be.
Feeling thing! Yes! Yes! Yes!
God damn it, he got the keyboard from Koji's spaceship.
This has gone on long enough. Nothing is worth killing yourself over a dumb video. I'm gonna slap that boy back into reality.
Wait! SMG3, I'm all for physical intervention, but maybe wait till he's not so upset.
Why doesn't anyone care if I'm upset? I'm sick and tired of his crap.
Well, yeah, that's just good advice to live by.
Enough of your psychotic episode. We got stuff to do.
Maybe we should leave him alone.
SMG4, snap out of it.
Ooh, damn.
It's gonna be perfect! It's gonna be perfect! It's gonna be perfect!
Bro, what happened to you?
He read from the Necronomicon.
Perfect video! Requires sacrifice!
Sacrifices? Ever since I helped you out with your channel, you've done nothing but have a hard-on for making this freaking video. Why don't you just go and touch some grass?
You will never understand!
What the hell is this?
Oh yeah, I can see.
You alright?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my
Not for long.
God.
See, I said it was Eldridgean, didn't I?
Tutti da dentro. Yahoo! Eto, sono lavato, l'abito.
We're gonna beat the crap out of SMG4 till he gets back to normal.
I thought we were just gonna tell him that life isn't just all work and he has friends who love him.
Ma pimpara sono lavato.
What the hell?
What are you doing? What's going on here?
SMG4's gone completely mad and has corrupted the castle.
Sounds like just another Tuesday.
No, I don't think that was SMG4 in there. SMG4 would never do this. Oh no! Ah!
That's not meme energy. This is something completely different.
Don't worry, guys. The power of friendship will save the day. I'll just go give SMG4 a hug and everything will be better.
Wait, no! Bob can't wait!
SMG4, I'm coming. Almost there.
Uh-oh.
Do a flip.
Let's
go!
Fine, I guess. One order of creepy tentacle sushi coming right up.
Let's go! Oh yeah!
You do a flip.
You guys ready?
Bring it on.
Mario's gonna commit tentacle homicide.
Yeah! Yes!
Of course he helicoptered it.
That was actually pretty cool, Red.
I'm a king now.
Look out!
Maybe a king, but you're not a boss.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, poor Luigi.
Well, that's just great. We're back where we started.
Funky Mario.
Yummy. I just ate a baked beans cheesy toasty,
Let's
and
just
it
find
was tasty.
SMG4 for now.
Cause let's face it,
I'm
I like
sure
the musical
we can
fruit.
somehow get
Cause
him out
it's
of here.
beans,
All of
musical
this will
fruit.
stop.
More you eat, more you
Whoa,
do,
whoa, whoa.
more you do,
What do
better
you mean
feels,
find
eat
this?
beans with every meal.
We just escaped from him, and now we want to find him again?
3. SMG4 is our friend. I know he's tried to save us no matter what in the past.
That is a good
Hey,
question.
I'm all for saving the idiot, but you saw what he did.
Oh no. What did he do to Peach? Did he eat her peach?
Mario, get away from that room?
Wait, what?
What the? Everything's back to normal? Why the hell did you scream then, Mario?
Oh!
Mario has to read? Oh no.
I just want to make everyone happy.
Well, what the hell is that
No
supposed to
TV
mean?
and no beer. Make home or something, something. No. Hey,
Oh, this ain't so bad.
Go, motherfucker.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Toad?
Uh-oh. Trust.
Toad? What the hell is he gonna do? No, Toadman, do you know where SMG4 is?
I remember watching a game theory where they tried to say that Toad was actually parasitically controlled, like in the Last of Us game. Could you imagine? I don't feel so good! Junglers.
Oh god, looks like SMG4's been experimenting with redesigning more characters.
Stupid sexy coldies. Ow!
I can see through the mansion.
Oh, I know. Melanie will take care of this easy. God damn it.
You big meanie! You let my friends go now! You need a good spanking so you can be...
Oh no.
My ovaries.
Watch out! Help! Ah! 私で叶うなんて思ってない。
I
I
think
heard there was a disturbance
somehow
in my
pretty-
town.
Your town, swag.
Shut up, Chris. Let me have my moment. Okay, who ordered a big serving of mass destruction?
Yeah, Tamato. Wow!
Oh, Luigi, sometimes we all have to make sacrifices. Ow.
蹴るなんてね、私は戦意を失った敵と奥にいる敵の担当だから。
Yeah, have it your way, sweetie.
Oh, I see.
手のせない。
Did you just call me sweetie? Don't call me sweetie. I will eat your heart.
That's it! That's the answer!
What?
Peace and love!
You're kidding me?
Swag, just give the boy a chance.
I will eat
Fine,
your
but
heart.
if this doesn't work, it's boom boom mitten time.
Excuse me, Castle. I love you.
Meanwhile,
Poor little guy. I had a sex dream about Toad once. I didn't know it was a sex dream, but it was. What?
Oh no!
Well, that's something.
That would be.
Hey, Stinky!
Wait, did he just say he wished that was him?
China knows you're here.
He wants Toad to step on him?
Thanks,
Oh
Mario,
my.
I think. Well, guess we're going up there.
I miss just being the villain. This good guy is too tiring.
Not wrong.
Huh? What could this mean?
Sorry to hear that.
Eto, sono lavato l'abito.
Oh no, not the comment section.
Ooh.
That one piece video I'm working on is probably going to create a lot of enemies. But hey, I might get noticed.
What? No way! How do you know?
I felt the same way. Do you know what it's like to live with the kind of expectations he has?
Yo.
Well, I had his channel for just a week, and it was the most stressful thing in my life. Having millions of eyes on you. Being worried.
Sounds intoxicating, and oh my god, if that ever happened to me, I would get so
can make you
carried away.
kind of crazy.
Aw, 3. SMG4 is really lucky to have someone that understands him like you do.
What? No, I don't care about him. I only feel like this because I'm cosmically linked to the idiot.
Aw, SMG3, it's okay. Let it out.
It's okay to care, SMG3. You're a real boy now.
Oh, stop it! Get off me!
What?
Guys? Eto, sono lavato l'abito.
Yeah, let's just start checking rooms. Maybe SMG4 is in one of them.
Hello.
Pyra's gotta head off to bed. Catch you next time. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, Ben, and I look forward to seeing you and getting to know you better in the future.
Replaced with...
Guys, look!
Mwah! Sweet dreams.
Why is SMG4's old design here?
Ah, that's Charles Martinet. Nice Italian boy.
Mm.
Maybe SMG4 is trying to turn its design back? Oh god, help! Get me out of here!
We're trying!
Oh god, no! SMG4, my man! You have to stop! I understand the pressure you're under, but we're here to help you!
Oh crap, this is bad! SMG3!
Oh no.
Ow!
Come on, we need to find SMG4 quickly!
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. I will explode this castle.
Never in my room.
I want
Boom,
you in
boom,
my
boom, boom.
room.
I want you
Watch
in
the
my
whole-
room. Let's stay away together in my room. Boom, 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 boom.
Swag!
Oh my god, this is crap again.
Gotta keep the boom.
Scrotum.
Keep the boom together in my room.
Right there!
What is it this time?
何すんのよ行くわよ No! Stop!
Chris, these Mithrin Bathers are blocking the way. Destroy them all before they ruin Christmas Day.
What?
Hootie.
Uh-oh!
I think he wants us to watch something?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll watch whatever you want.
Huh? Is that someone in VR chat?
I don't get it.
Moira, lasagna, peep creep, Daisy, Rosa and Rosa. Wow, light.
Eto, sono lavato l'abito!
She needs an adult!
Okay, I'll try. Oh, right.
Pity detected.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. I just don't get it.
Oh, mamma mia.
You gotta be kidding me.
Draw.
We're the Cripple Brothers, and plumbing's our game. We're not like the others who get all the fame.
No, do you want me to? No.
Yeah, come on, funny man. Let's go save SMG4.
Yeah. He's definitely Eldridgean now. He's gotta be.
Don't be afraid, Red. We'll get through this.
One way or another.
Or
I get the feeling.
SMG4! It's us! Come on, Mario. Let's get him out of here.
Oh no!
Help me.
Mario, looks like to save SMG3, we're gonna have to kick his ass!
What is with the nose? What is with the nose?
Mario, let's pretend this is Splatfest. Remember the old Maggie switcheroo?
Ooh.
Splat. SMG3, are you okay?
Yeah. What happened? I don't remember. SMG4!
It's almost finished.
It's happening again! We need to grab SMG4 and get out of here!
Come on, guys, help!
I have a dream that we can all live in peace. I have a dream that...
Guacamole!
Wait, no, guys, they come! Love will win! Love always
Move,
wins!
bitch!
Told you so.
どうだ何すんのよこんなちょっと何すんの痛いじゃないの
Uh-oh.
But what about our friends?
The friends are gone.
Hand me my medal now, Chris. Cause I saved the world once again.
Oh dear God, no.
But, impossible.
お金も財宝も欲しくない
But won't this sink the castle forever?
ごめんみんな I don't know, Mario! Just keep fighting it!
Hey dude, listen to me. I used to think you had it all. Friends, fame, views. I thought you had to be the happiest person in the world. Well, I understand you now. You're really scared, aren't you? You're scared you could lose it all at any time. Because you think you're only worth as much as the stuff you make. But I've met your friends, man. No matter what you make, we will always be here to have fun and laugh together.
That's right! You always have us, SMG4!
Yeah! You're such a good player.
Huh? Did it finally work?
SMG4, bro! You're back!
Yeah, I really needed to hear all that.
Wait, Mario!
Oh yeah!
Dude, I thought we lost you.
No! I'm so sorry, guys. And thanks, SMG3. I didn't know you felt that way.
No, I only said all that so I wouldn't die in the Eldritch Goo!
Yeah, sure, whatever you say, man. Now, let's get out of here.
Anti monster. Here comes the boom. This is the best day ever. Isn't this the best day ever?
No.
Mamma mia.
Wow, I can't believe it actually worked.
Guys, we still need to go get Mickey and the others. They're not out yet.
Oh, aren't we?
Huh?
You guys made it!
Let's go.
SMG4, what's going on?
Damn it. I don't think I can leave.
What? Forget your stupid video.
No, I mean, I physically won't be allowed to leave till I finish this video. You should go.
What? This is crazy.
SMG3, please go. This is entirely my fault, and I'll suffer whatever fate is in my way. At least I'll go down doing what I love.
You idiot. You think after all these years of rivalry, after I pretty much went for a whole Vegeta character arc, I'm just gonna let you die? How stupid is that?
After we went through a whole Vegeta-like story arc.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm gonna help you finish this video.
Motherfucker!
Yes, yeah, good idea.
No, this can't be the end.
Okay, and done.
Congratulations on finishing your product. Would you like to rate the experience?
Stuff from sus websites, dude. Stuff like this is why you got hacked a few months ago.
This is it. My life's work. The online respect this is going to give me
is none!
Dude, I'm all for fake internet points. Well, let's get the hell out of here first.
Gonna have to choose between his MacGuffin or his other half.
Don't worry, man. I got you. I'm not letting you go.
What are you thinking? SMG4? We can make another. Remember what I said? We're friends. Yeah, even I thought I wasn't gonna make it at the end.
Nah, I'd do anything to not lose my friends.
What? I'm not your friend, but Baka.
Wait! Tutto la macchina pato!
Something tells me the castle won't be returning anytime soon.
Of course he's denying it.
I'm really sorry I caused all of this, guys. This was like a home to us. We had so many adventures here. I'm going to make this right. We can build a new castle. And it may be different. So long as we're all together, I'm sure it's going to be perfect.
This is gonna be good! That was easy!
Someone needs to slap the shit out of her.
I can make a room to do lots of illegal things.
Can we have an anime room too?
Maybe.
This will be fun. We can hide those bodies.
Wait, guys. This is cool and all, but where and how are we gonna do that?
I don't know, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Come on!
Wait a minute, where's Peach?
Good question. That was a nice touch at the end there.
Oh man, that was a great movie. Hey guys, thank you all so much for watching the It's Gotta Be Perfect movie. We had so much fun making this and we hope you all enjoyed it. As you know, SMG4 and the SMG4 universe is evolving. And no, this isn't just an arc, it's something much different and much bigger. What that means, well, you're gonna have to keep watching SMG4 to find out. But what I can say is, I've been really wanting to push the quality on SMG4 and the happiness of you guys means the world to me. So I'm always constantly wanting to make the content fresh and exciting. And I hope this movie is a big step towards that. But enough of that sappy stuff. I got another exciting announcement for you guys. And announcing the SMG4 movie It's Gotta Be Perfect merch line. That's right, as you may notice, I've been wearing this very slick hat. You can get your own SMG4 hat just like the new model. And not only that, you can actually attach your own pins to it. We got some custom pins here, look at that.
See, he's telling you where you can get the hat now.
And not only that, your boy has turned into a marketable plush. There he is. SMG3, say something to the fans.
Please help me. They've locked my soul inside the plushies, and the only way to free me is to buy them all.
Great. He doesn't actually talk, by the way. And lastly, we also have the official signed poster of the It's Gotta Be Perfect movie. And for the next 10 days, get 50% off all these items. Again, you can get all of this at smg4.store. And with that, guys, thank you all so much for watching the movie, and I'll see you guys next time. SMG3, can you say goodbye?
You will rue the day that you turned me into a marketable plushie.
Alright, I gotta go to sleep. Good night. Good night, Kaylin. It was nice to have you. Thank you. You're awesome. Don't forget it, okay? Mwah. Sweet dreams. And thank you again for the service.
FTW title on the line in a no DQ match.
Well, at least it's not coming up with pimple popping videos anymore. I'm relieved. Ooh, what we got here, Matt?
Heard of No Neutral November? It's a fun Twitter trend where, during November, fighting game players post their favorite moves that skip neutral, like Bardog's Lariat. That was a popular one. Who needs to work to find a hit when you can just press your neutral skip button and immediately start your pressure? I saw that a friend posted Colleen's V-Trigger. Great pick, I remember her terror. I saw Gordo's Grim Reaper, that's a really strong example. My current favorite is definitely Roa's Thunderclap. Tons of fun, for me. Someone posted Kizame in Ultimate Ninja 2 and 3. I don't know what's going on there, but now that I think about it, I do know a character that was
Oh, there's a
skipping neutral
competition
in an
I'm
arena
thinking of.
fighter as well. Smash players.
I found out about a competition the other day when my my channel and all that got evaluated by the VTuber Senpai. That there's this competition that's starting, where basically the challenge is to put us, as in like me, the VTuber, into an already existing anime or movie. But I don't know what I should add myself to. So if you guys have any ideas, please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Because who knows? I may even let you know which game I win. Fire Force? I could see that actually. Yeah, that could work quite well. I'm going to note that one. That's a good one. Fire Force is a good pick. Fire Force or Avatar. I don't think I'd fit very well in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I figured you meant the Airbender. That was my first thought when you said Avatar was The Last Airbender. But yeah. It's a good thing I saved the video when stream started. It was worth the wait. I'm glad. Maybe Helsing? Or My Hero Academia, maybe? I could be quirky. Helsing could kind of work. I mean, that could be Fireworks. I was tempted to watch it, but decided to wait. Aw, thank you for waiting for me. I appreciate it. There's so many that could be chosen from. It'd be difficult. I wonder what scene I'd pick.
Participate in the trend too. However, something is weird about their selections because I've noticed that none of the moves these players are posting actually skip neutral. Like, here are some of the Smash posts. From Esam, Pikachu's neutral B. Definitely a strong tool, but you absolutely still need to play neutral. Min Min's Ram Ram. Okay, she's voided out Dalsum. Ridiculously strong neutral game for sure.
I think Fire Force would give you the most creativity.
Neutral here.
That is probable.
I see Cloud back air, Lutena back air, Crom buttons. I mean, these are just strong, disjointed tools, but they definitely don't skip neutral for you. Fox and Sheik's entire existence? Once again, crazy good neutral, but they aren't skipping it. Richter's F-tilt? Okay. I'm starting to think that Smash players have a different definition of skipping neutral. So what's going on? Street Fighter, Smash Brothers, Guilty Gear, Tekken, they're all variations of the same thing, a fighting game. Of course, fighting game fans know that there are several important differences between each and every game, but from the outside looking in, Smash Brothers, Guilty Gear, these are just slightly different breeds of the same thing. Like a husky and a Labrador. What's the fuss? A dog is a dog. That was easily the most ignorant statement I have ever allowed onto this channel, and I'm sure dog owners worldwide would cringe upon hearing it in a way not too dissimilar to when fighting game players hear that Street Fighter is just like Smash Bros. But I don't blame them, because really, despite the obvious differences, most fighting games have a lot in common. There's the typical stuff, player versus player from a third-person view, normals, specials, guarding and grabbing, but they even share advanced fighting game concepts. Whiff punishment, stage control, option selects, hit confirms, frame advantage, neutral, archetypes, anti-airs, fireballs, combos, scaling, empty jumps, guard cancels, guard crushing, mix-ups. What else can I pluck from this lustrous glossary? Cross-ups. Attacking your opponent immediately after changing which horizontal side you're facing, usually by jumping over them. Because blocking requires holding the direction away from your opponent in most fighting games, cross-up attacks will force players to quickly switch their blocking direction from left to right or vice versa, or else they will get hit. This is true, but that's not what a cross-up is over in Smash Bros. Over there, a cross-up just means a move that ends with you on the other side of the opponent.
Just keep in mind that dash attack is generally not safe against shield. It can cross up at close range against a few slim characters, but it can still be punished if they predict it.
Which technically means that if we followed Smash's usage of the term, this would be considered a cross-up. But of course, Smash uses a block button, so naturally the meaning would change slightly. What about frame traps? 2 attacks back to back that leave a very small gap between them. The gap will be shorter than the defender's fastest attack, which means if they try to attack with a normal, they will get counter hit. Oh wow, that's a super clean description. I would have simply said that a frame trap is when you leave a gap big enough that your block string isn't true and your opponent can mash, but the gap is also so small that they'll be punished if they do mash. I guess that's the same thing though. But if I double check this definition with a friend who exclusively plays Smash, what is a frame trap? A frame trap is when an opponent can air dodge to escape a combo, but you can cover that escape option with another move. So either they don't air dodge and they get hit, or they air dodge and they get hit. It sure is! Thank you for the reconfirmation. I take it something unique to platform fighters? Nope! In Smash, frame trap as well has a completely different meaning, even though the traditional fighter definition of a frame trap is still possible within Smash. Clearly, there are some differences between traditional fighters and platform fighters worth talking about, but there's just so many elements that we could pick apart. We could talk about having a wall for a corner versus an offstage, we could talk about the effects of a life bar versus a percentage, or we could even talk about the false assumption that interactive combo somehow makes for a better quality fighting game. But that's gonna have to wait. We only have so much time.
Oh, hello there.
So for this video, all I want to focus on is how to hit someone. Or, more clearly, the process behind finding and landing your hits, doing so in a traditional fighter versus doing so in a platform fighter. And by platform fighter, I mean Smash Ultimate. Like, I've barely played the others, and I don't really want to, sorry. There's a good chance that the things I say about Smash Ultimate may apply to other platform fighters, but be aware of my bias. On the other hand, traditional fighter is also a rather nebulous term. Every time I say it, I could mean anything from Street Fighter to Tekken to Guilty Gear to Sailor Moon.
I'm doing good. How you doing, Buckets?
But I am entering this comparison with games like King of Fighters and Guilty Gear as my representatives for traditional fighter. Mainly because they feel the closest to Smash, so it just feels natural for comparison. But I'm aiming for what I say to apply to most traditional fighters as well. But that's enough prefacing. Let's put the spotlight on my ex, Chip Zanoff, and put ourselves in his shoes. I mean sandals. Chip is a rushdown character with blistering
sandals
speed.
Are shoes.
He's not
Still
always
counts.
required to be the aggressor, but in this scenario, that is the role we'll play. We want to land a meaningful hit, and with Chip's moveset, that's only possible if we manage to get over there, our goalpost. This Leo player knows this as much as the Chip does, and he's prepared to stop Chip from succeeding. We have all been in Chip's position before. How do we get there? Obviously, we pick our opportunities to carefully work our way in. But how far in, and what buttons do we press? Out of Chip's arsenal, here are some of the buttons that would be floating around in your mind during these moments. 5K, 2K, Jump H, Far Slash, 2D, and Jump D. The button that you press really depends on your goal. If you just want something to connect, your best buttons in neutral would be your pokes, Far Slash, 2D, Jump D. But most of the time, that's not what we're actually aiming for. Instead, we want to land these buttons. They don't have the best range, but we want them to connect because they have greater reward. Unlike the pokes, they can be followed up in several ways, making them great to establish pressure or perform a damaging combo. Two things you typically won't get out of your pokes. The best part about successfully landing these moves is that it really doesn't matter if the opponent blocks them or not. As long as your hitbox connects with their hurtbox, you're running your game. At best, you're doing damage, and at worst, the opponent hopefully squanders under your oppressive block strings.
I like the button.
I'd like to emphasize that, in a traditional fighter, blocking is a very bad position to be in, and it's often just a precursor to getting hit. Hence, we do all we can to avoid it. Ideally, we maneuver in ways that allow us to completely avoid the opponent's buttons, but when you're unable to outrun a speed demon like Chip, we have no choice but to directly counter their approach. And that is what our layer must do.
The round start once middle round to end rounds, the DPs are going down.
Yes,
real good.
Oh, but there we go, like we say. Rytho trying to throw out these buttons to preemptively stop the run up there for being one hit confirm.
Slow down.
He's able to get the able to get the meter out of him. Gonna go for the move. Nice backdash. Footsies. Oh my god!
And that is a very simple look into the process behind landing a hit in a traditional fighter. Now, if we turn the page over to Smash, we get a completely different experience. This is Fox versus Cloud. Like Chip, Fox is yet another rushdown character with blistering speed. He also wants to get into a closer range and land a meaningful hit, but he'll have to make it past Buster Sword, Cloud's big disjointed weapon that occupies the space around him. Right, so we could repeat the process of going over what buttons Fox aims to press, but I'd rather just play the clip and let this excellent display of aggression speak for itself. Okay, so he ran into Cloud's preferred range, but he parried the forward air beautifully and gets to take his turn. And for his turn, he empty jumps, and then he presses shield? Okay, maybe this clip is a little too unordinary to use, so let's look at a different one. Okay, so he pressures Spargo's shield with neutral air. This is Fox's safest aerial, so it's a common pressure tool to see used. He hasn't quite gotten the hit yet though, so once he lands, what does he do? Spot dodge, then dash away? Okay, he didn't manage to get the hit here, let's just find another clip. There we go, a simpler interaction. Fox successfully gets close to Cloud, and then he holds the shield button, and then he does a full hop and attacks the air. The same air that Cloud jumped right into and suffered a hit from. A very simple way of getting a meaningful hit. If you're solely a traditional fighting game player, this is a pretty what the fuck approach to aggression. Welcome to Smash, because the lines are constantly blurred. Landing a hit requires an entirely different approach because shielding is a drastically different mechanic to blocking. Mainly, it's ridiculously stronger thanks to a mechanic called out of shield. Put simply, after you put your shield up in Smash, dropping the shield comes with some recovery frames where you're vulnerable. However, with out of shield moves, you're able to skip the recovery portion of dropping shield and immediately cancel your shield into a specific set of moves. Think of it like a guard cancel, except it's free, faster, and does real, threatening damage. Some characters come with a good set of out-of-shield options while others don't, but for the majority of the cast, it's a mechanic that you always have to be on the lookout for. Tapping someone's shield always poses a risk, and because of this threat, players not only need to enter their preferred range, but they also need to figure out how they're actually going to hit the opponent without the situation instantly being reversed on them for merely breathing on a shield. And this is at the core of why throwing out buttons and fishing for hits is such a different game in Smash compared to traditional fighters. Players pressure their opponents with safe buttons that have little lag so they can at least be safe if the opponent shields it. Or they attempt to space their buttons well enough to be outside of the punish range. But that's just shield pressure. Sometimes it's necessary to play riskier, doing things like empty jumps to bait people into taking an action out of shield and then punishing them for it. Or, well, grabbing the shield, I guess. The threat of out of shield is why you see this fox entering what looks like the ideal range for the character, and then all of a sudden, it's defensive options galore. This is actually a pretty common scenario in Smash, because that's just how the game works. Finding a hit isn't just about overcoming them in neutral, it's also about seeking out their defensive habits and baiting them into exposing themselves to an attack. That's definitely an extra step that I don't have to go through when I play my traditional fighters. As I said before,
that is true.
Once you're in, regardless of whether they manage to block or not. If they're blocking, the moves we often land are ones that now move us on to step 2, offense and defense. The mix-up game full of stagger pressure, high-lows, resets, all that fun stuff. Whereas in Smash, seeing the enemy shield could be rather frightening. Finding any hit is a blurry endeavor, and it's never really clear who is in a good position and who is in a bad one until you actually see that hit successfully connect. Seeing Smash Ultimate appear in no neutral November will always be weird because nobody skips neutral in that game. I don't see how they could without instantly breaking the game, because the steps to landing that hit in Smash is fundamentally different. In a traditional fighter, we very frequently settle for at least connecting with our opponents, even if they're blocking our attack. That's good for the aggressor. Neutral is over, it's on to the pressure game. In these games, some characters come with obnoxious neutral tools that often allow them to forego the entire process of cleverly working your way in, and instead, they skip straight to the phase where the opponent is blocking and the game continues from there. This just can't exist in Smash when you have mechanics like out of shield. You rarely even want to settle for them shielding your buttons in neutral. Smash characters do come with tools reminiscent of neutral skips in a traditional fighter, but block strings don't exist, and getting in your opponent's face like that would probably just get you killed. At best, the neutral skip tools of Smash could only be ones that keep someone safe enough to pick a defensive option after the opponent shields. And that isn't really skipping neutral if you're the one that ends up having to play defense, the opposite of what happens in a traditional fighter. With all that said, I have been getting dangerously close to feeding into Smash propaganda. Before I end this video, I think it's extremely important for me to be clear where I stand and curb any false interpretations that people might be getting about the neutral game of Smash Ultimate. There is a strong belief among several Smash players that neutral is more important in their game than it is in most traditional fighters. And there are several things fueling that belief. Smash has very loose movement options, typically less punishing combos, so there's more time spent moving all over the place. The presence of platforms on stages, you know, it's easy to see all these things and, on the surface, assume that good neutral is an even more central part of your play in Smash than it is in a traditional fighter. When I was merely a spectator of Smash, I naively bought into that very belief. However, now that I've played Smash Ultimate, I can confidently tell you that that isn't true. Look, I'm gonna keep this short because this part is super subjective, and it pretty much only applies to Smash Ultimate and not other platform fighters, but I do not think a game where you can reap so much benefit from sitting in your shield is one where neutral is the most important. Watch traditional fighters, and see how much effort players constantly put into making sure they can evade their opponent's attacks. Of course, this effort exists in Smash too, but you can easily find several moments where actual movement is neglected in favor of sitting in your shield and giving your opponent trouble through that alone. This is the fighting game where you can go anywhere and everywhere. Why is it also the one that rewards you for not moving out of the way? It's made worse by how difficult it is to get a whiff punish in Smash Ultimate. Whiff punishment is such a huge part of neutral in so many fighting games. It's never easy to do perfectly, but you don't have to be perfect. In a traditional fighter, when you're too slow to get the punish and they manage to block, you'll at least either be in an advantageous position or simply continue playing neutral. But in Smash, being too slow on a whiff punish may actually get you killed if the opponent is able to shield, which is a brutal consequence in a game where most moves are actually incredibly safe on whiff. Even at the top level, you'll frequently see failed whiff punishes. When everything is so safe, it's so encouraging to just throw some crap out there constantly. As long as you have just that one frame you need to be able to just shield afterwards, Who cares if you almost got whiff punished? You probably turned it into a good thing. But, you know, I'm not saying that Smash Neutral is worse.
I am, but
There are too many perspectives to look at this from. It's hard to undersell the skill it takes in Smash to open someone up when it genuinely does take that extra effort to read someone's defensive habits and still somehow overcome their shield. However, staying truly on top of your movement in a traditional fighter when you have no leniency to even block is a completely different skill set in itself. These things are hard to compare. All I know are these 3 truths.
It's shorter?
1.
Are you sure?
Never listen to a Smash player boast about neutral in their game. 2. King of Fighters is the only fighting game with good neutral anyway. 3.
Yep.
Smash is easily the hardest fighting game to find a hit in. It's because to actually hit someone, I have to do all of this.
I wonder what the boys are.
Yeah. I've had a bit of fun with Kingdom Fighters in the past.
Wow.
We're up to.
I told you, Joe, Puff is not hype. All that balloon bitch does is float. Float around Joe. She's lame, Joe. Everybody says it.
Puff has been the coolest character.
Damn, this one's quiet.
God, I remember the last time I greased the old gray slob knobs with my good buddy
Smash
Slick.
2, Joe. Are you that fucking stupid? It's Melee. Melee, Joe. Are you that fucking sleepy, Joe? Did Jill forget to brew your pumpkin spiced latte, you libtard?
Hey, keep Jill's name out of your mouth. I ought to get like Obama and drone strike the shit out of you.
Fellas, knock it off. If you really want to settle shit, then sit down and play a 1st to 5 like real men.
Real men sure love drone strikes Barack. But I'm down if Joe doesn't pussy out.
The fuck do you mean pussy out, Jack? I'll beat your ass the same way I beat your ass in the election.
All right, Sleepy Joe, host up.
Okay, room's up, Jack. Pass is 46.
Yeah.
On my way.
Can be pretty interesting.
Seriously, Joe? You're just spamming aerials. Could you please for 1 second play like a real fucking human being?
Shut it, Jack. You're playing literally the best character in the game.
Shut up, Sleepy Joe. I haven't seen you touch the ground since you left Afghanistan. Fuck out of my game, Joe.
Kill yourself.
Oof. It is quite accurate, isn't it?
Oh my god, that Nair is so bullshit.
Sounds like a skill issue to me, Jack.
Shut up, Joe. Nothing you do has lag.
Nerd emoji.
Oh my god, Battlefield. It's the greatest. Everyone says it's the greatest. They do. Fuck out of my game, Joe.
What the fuck was that, Jack? That didn't even touch me.
Holy shit, edge guarding with Puff is
Ow!
free.
That
How
hurt.
any of them.
It is a strength of the character Donald.
Want to see a trick? The coolest trick?
I swear to God, Donald.
I just had a pain attack, that's all.
That's really stupid,
Sorry.
Donald. Last time I saw something that stupid, I was working with my good buddy Knickknacks at the Cracker
Not now,
Jack
Sleepy
Shack
Joe.
down by
Just
West
play the
Palm
fucking
Street.
game.
Who's sleepy now, Donald?
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe. Fuck you, Sleepy Joe. This is the only character you have the mental capacity.
Oh, you know how I have that pain issue,
You know
right?
what? Let me show you the infinitely more
Well,
hype puffball. Billions
sometimes
times
it does
better.
what it just-
With a B. Billions.
All right, well, I have been wanting to get some Yoshi games in.
Sleepy Joe, I swear to God, if you pick that...
Whoops, I misinputted.
You seem to do that a lot, Joe. Was that time you tripped getting on Air Force One a misinput?
Holy shit, why are you using the rock move? It's so bad.
You keep getting hit by it, don't you? Fuck you, Joe. I sucked you real hard there.
Hey, yo,
Yeah, you did.
Joe, the caucasity of your play is higher than that one Ku Klux Klan member.
This is your last chance, Jack. Looking like a clean 5-0.
I am not about to lose this like I did the election, which you stole, by the way. Everyone knows it.
Speaking of clean, I used to know this fella named Billy Brush. He opened the first toothbrush shop back when we used to put leaves on sticks and called it Shining the Tidy White.
Bullshit.
Get outplayed?
Bullshit.
Skill issue.
Bullshit.
El nerd.
Bro, what the fuck was I supposed to do there?
I don't know, be not bad, I guess.
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe.
Guys, calm the fuck down. It's not that deep.
Shut up, Barack. Go visit Yemen.
Hey guys, I got Master Rank in Overwatch 2. Want to play with me now?
Kill yourself.
Hey now, don't joke about death like that. You never know what day's gonna be your last, which is why you should live your life to the fullest. Anyway, want to make it a rotation? Guys?
Oh boy. Why did it sound so accurate?
Now, if we leave right now, we can get there by the time they close. 3-hour drive.
A 3-hour drive? Kick fucking ass. We going to Chicago to see titties?
We are talking about getting Michelle a dress in Chicago. Now, please vanish.
Hey, Finch. What's the capital of Thailand? Bangkok! Dude, hey, I got shotguns.
Well, damn! Was that emotional damage from you guys or from the video? Because it was from you guys. I see, the timing was perfect. Truly
Since
perfect.
its 2017 release, Hollow Knight has easily become one of the most popular indie games, with dozens of 10 out of 10 reviews and an overwhelmingly positive reception on Steam, pretty much all of which praising the game's incredible open world and the absolute size of the game. However, there is a small group of players thinking slightly differently. A group of players looking to see how quickly this game could be beaten, and how far these limits could be pushed. While a normal completion could take upwards of 50 hours, these players were able to finish the game in a fraction of this time, with the use of skips, exploits, and all sorts of other game-breaking techniques. If you've never played Hollow Knight, you play as a knight on a quest to seal away the infection and defeat the final boss of the game, tasked with making your way through each and every crevice of the game's map, and exploring the game's narrative. Obviously in the speedrun though, this isn't ideal, and instead, runners opt to avoid almost all of this content. Over the years, this time has been brought down constantly, with players grinding for the fastest possible time, which has led to an incredible world record by a runner known as Lep, who near the end of the year was able to beat the game in 32 minutes. Easily the most impressive accomplishment so far, and a groundbreaking accomplishment in speedrunning history. So today, I'm going to try and break down exactly how we did it, from the ridiculous skips to the handcrafted route, as well as why this run is so significant. Now from the very first seconds of this run, Lep already begins sprinting through the first few rooms as fast as possible, navigating his way across each platform and jumping up the ledges. And almost immediately, he can make use of the first major skip of the run, pogoing. In Hollow Knight, you can use your nail to pogo off pretty much any object, from spikes to enemies to pretty much anything else. And here, Lep performs a pogo off a Vengefly to reach the ledge early, skipping a short platforming challenge. Next, he continues to make his way forward one step at a time, making sure to time each swing to perfection, until he finally finishes this area in only 51 seconds, an incredibly impressive achievement even for him. Shortly after this, he's headed into the Forgotten Crossroads, a cavern centered just under the surface of the game. At this point early in the run, what he's trying to do is gather up all the important items he needs to finish the game, and the first of these is locked in the middle of the crossroads. On the way to this item, he gets locked in an arena with a few enemies, which to defeat, he can use this relatively precise spike director to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Next, he continues his way through the following rooms, jumping over these enemies to make his way forward, up until he reaches the boss arena, where he runs into the False Knight, the first boss of the game. Overall, there aren't really any special tricks for this boss, so he mostly focuses on landing consistent well-timed hits. This boss's AI is incredibly predictable, so Lep can ensure he never misses a single swing. However, halfway through the fight, a crack in the wall begins to open, so he can head straight out towards the exit early. And finally, he can pick up his first spell of the game, the Vengeful.
I wish I knew that one.
A fireball projectile you can shoot wherever you like to damage enemies.
Wait, another artifact.
Which, with the help of something I'll get to later, is easily one of the most powerful weapons in the game.
Okay.
Now, he's on to his second quest.
Can I ask
which
no
is to
more
grab
videos,
the dash
please?
from Green Path. And to make his way there, he needs to climb all the way back up the Forgotten Crossroads, where pretty early in, he can pull off a skip to make it just across this unjumpable gap. This works by timing a Vengeful Spirit cast at the perfect timing during his jump, to just push him far enough to reach the other side. In this situation, it only ends up saving him a few seconds, but this is only the beginning of its use cases, as after running through the next few rooms, he can do the exact same technique to save a huge amount of time. Normally after reaching this point, you'd have to take a long spiraling path of rooms all the way down and around just to reach where this ledge takes you, and this would take an incredibly long amount of time, but with a slightly more precise throw of his fireball, he could make it just up to this ledge and get way further ahead than he's supposed to be at this point. Now he was up here, he could continue running through the level as usual, knocking enemies out of the way with his nail and making sure to avoid the acid pool at the bottom. This is a relatively easy point of the run, with pretty much no major stress, so he's free to calm his nerves over the incredible pace he's managed so far. Already, this has been arguably the greatest early game he's ever achieved, with Lep over 5 seconds ahead of his PB, which is an insanely significant amount of time in a speedrun as competitive as this. Soon though, he'd begin his fight with the Moss Knight, who he promptly
No,
killed
this
in
might
around
be
a
helpful.
second, and continued through the upper rooms of Green Path. Now quickly before he reaches the boss, he heads into this little pit to collect 150 geo from the rocks and enemy loot. For a long time in the speedrun, everyone would always kill the mini-boss right before this area, as it was considered to be undoubtedly the fastest way to get geo. But only recently, a player by the name of Jagoat discovered if you map out every movement perfectly in this geo rock area, you could save a tiny bit of time over the old route. Now onto Hornet. This boss is normally a big step up from the first, but being a speedrunner, Lep has practiced it down to the T, so through the fight, he's able to take care of her without any problems, using combos of both the nail and his new fireball spell. And finally after defeating her, he receives the dash, one of the most important items in speedrunning, as it not only unlocks a bunch of new areas, but also massively speeds up your travelling speed. After this, because he saved his game earlier in the Forgotten Crossroads, he can now immediately quit to the menu and respawn at the bench. This sort of benching, saving and quitting is super important throughout the run, as the map is huge and he can't waste any time running around. His next goal is now to reach the Mantis village to grab the Mantis Claw, the game's wall jump ability which is pretty much required to finish the game. To get this, he needs to make his way down to the fungal caverns, and because he's memorized each room, he can fall all the way to the bottom of each in a single drop, and he continues this through most of the following rooms, until he reaches the next obstacle. On the way to the Mantis village, he's supposed to take this route all the way around the guards, making his way past each and every Mantis. This however is obviously slower than ideal, and in the speedrun, he performs this skip to reach this ledge early, shortcutting his way in. To do this, he needs to lure a spore down, then bounce off these mushrooms into a spore pogo to just reach the ledge, and then he can jump right into the village. Once he's there, he can grab the claw, and once again, quit right back to the bench. Following this, he has a few more short tasks, defeating the Gruzmother boss, and buying a new charm which powers up his spells. Now at this point in the game, most players would consider him to be relatively early in, with only a fraction of the game explored. And while this is true to a degree, Lep has a strategy up his sleeve to pretty much break all the progression of the game, and skip a huge portion of gameplay. After exiting the charm shop, he takes a few hits to a couple enemies, and after a few seconds dies. How is this a speedrun strategy? Well, whenever you die in Hollow Knight, you spawn a Shade, a ghost of yourself which acts like pretty much any other enemy in the game. And just like any other enemy, you can pogo off of it. Meaning with the right timing, Lep can pogo right off this Shade to reach the ledge up top, and skip a huge amount of content. Normally to reach this area, you'd have to drag yourself through all sorts of areas, boss fights, and item requirements. But with the help of his Shade, he can skip absolutely all of this. Now he's in the Blue Lake, and with the help of a movement glitch, he can fly right across the water jump by jump. The big reason he's gone to this area is to pick up the Dream Nail, which is pretty much the key to the rest of the game. With this item, he's able to unlock the 3 major quests of the game. To unlock the final boss, there are 3 dreamers scattered all across the map. One located at the very top of the City of Tears, one in Fog Canyons close to the middle of the map, and one at the very edge in Deep Nest. Over the course of the run, Lep needs to make his way between these dreamers to kill them, and then finally defeat the final boss, the Hollow Knight. So after entering the dream world, with the use of a few well-timed jumps and dashes, he can weird through every platform to grab the Dream Nail and return to where he started. The first of these dreamers he'll be going for is the one in the City of Tears. So after taking the elevator down, he begins racing his way through. At this part in the run, he's running a little behind his personal best, so good performance is going to be necessary for these next few areas. After running through a bit of the city, he can pull off this background object pogo to get just enough height to reach this ledge, making his way into an area he's meant to enter significantly later. Following this, he does yet another trick with what's known as a lever skip, where he hits the lever through the wall to skip the long winding path you're meant to take. Next, he can continue climbing up the tower.
Took me quite a while before I learned that trick.
And finally, after taking a few elevators up to the top, he's encountered arguably the hardest boss in the game, the Watcher Knights. The Watcher Knights
they suck!
6 beetles that bounce around their arena, and are generally fought pretty late in the game. And even at this point, it's an incredibly difficult boss for most players.
I hated them so much.
Nothing but a single spell and charm. After being brought down to his last point of health, he just barely managed the kill, and was now onto the Dreamer. Entering the Dream World, he'd begun taking hits, and sure enough, the Dreamer had been banished once and for all. Now, he was onto Dreamer number 2. But before he even went onto this, he had one extra item to pull off a skip. You see, the next Dreamer was located in the Fog Canyons, and this was guarded by quite a few acid pits, which the only way to bypass was using Isma's Tear, an item which gives you full immunity to acid. However, like many other items in this game, this item took a long time to get, and was really off path from the route. But fortunately, a runner by the name of Magalore had discovered with another item, the Crystal Heart, you could perform a well-timed dash right above the acid instead. This took some time to get, but overall was much faster than Isma's Tear. So now, he was on a mission to the Crystal Peaks to grab this item. And the first step of this was collecting Geo to pay off the travel toll. To gather up all this Geo, all he needed to do was
how you doing, Void Gamer?
to a nearby store. Over the run, he'd been collecting quite a few of these artifacts so he could cash them out here for a solid payout. So after he could exit with just over 2,300 Geo. Next, he made his way over to the station, hopped on the Stag, and headed all the way back up to the surface. And following a few more short tasks, he'd made his way into the Crystal Peaks. To save some time in the start of this area, he could make use of the conveyor belt momentum to accelerate wherever he needed, and after a few wall jumps, he could perform this infamous pogo off this miner's pickaxe to make his way up faster. Despite only saving a second, this trick is easy to mess up, and is one of the biggest run killers in the community, with messing it up costing up to 10 seconds. After this, he can head past these laser guards,
mind calling me Void? Oh yeah, sure.
Their attacks to continue
nice to meet you, Void.
And now, he'd reached
it's just the first time I like to say the full name.
Peaks. At these lasers, he can damage tank the first hit to get through early. But apart from this, every single laser happens to be
I hated those lasers.
To the speedrun, so that you can run through as fast as you can and never even get hit. And finally,
I hated those lasers so much.
And has now unlocked the ability to super dash. Saving and quitting to the menu, he's back to the surface and now on his way to the Fog Canyons to kill the second Dreamer. Almost immediately, he can start using the super dash to his advantage, flying through the game until he reaches this room, where he can pull off the Isma's Tear skip and dash right above the acid to enter the canyons.
So how's your day going,
he can
Void?
drop all the way down this chasm and dodge past all the jellies to reach the teacher's archive.
Oh wow,
here,
that's...
He has to fight Umu, a large jellyfish who will try and kill you with electricity. However, one of the
that thing was
hardest
a
parts of this boss
bitch.
is that Umu is completely invulnerable for the majority of the fight, and only every 20 seconds or so can you actually attack them. So naturally, speedrunners want to try and defeat this boss in the minimum cycles possible. So to do this, runners like Lep had perfectly mapped out their movement to ensure they killed the boss in the quickest time possible. The dark side of this is that if you mess it up, you can lose your entire run. And this is one of the scariest moments for any speedrunner. But if you do manage to pull it off,
I don't know,
you'll
it's
be
pretty
sent
scary
forward
for
to
me
the
too.
next part of the run. And luckily enough, Lep was able to do this and continue to the second Dreamer, which he can easily make quick work of. Now for the final Dreamer, he needs to make his way to the very edge of Deep Nest, and there are a few ways of reaching this area. The most popular and intended of these is backtracking all the way to the fungal caverns, taking a few corridors through there, and finally making your way in. However, in the speedrun, there is one alternative. By performing a significantly harder acid skip in this room here, you can enter the Queen's Gardens, which basically shortcuts your way into Deep Nest. Through here, all Lep needs to do is do a couple of crystal dashes, fight off a few mantises, and soon enough, he's in Deep Nest almost 30 seconds ahead of the intended route. Now he's in here, he can navigate through the tunnels with more and more dashes, along with a couple of wall jumps to weave the perfect route ahead. And soon enough, he's reached a distant village, where after sitting on a bench, he's trapped by the villagers and tied up in this room. Immediately upon gaining control though, he can break right out and sprint his way towards the Dreamer as fast as possible. On the way, he
I hated it in there.
his way through this enemy, climb up the walls, and finally reach the last Dreamer, who he kills saving 4 seconds over his last PB. Now, all that was left was to defeat the Hollow Knight, the final boss who was the make or break decider of the run. Leaving Deep Nest, he was only barely able to afford the stag, with a single geo to spare, and was now on his way to the Black Egg Temple. Crystal dashing his way forward, he was now in the temple and ready to fight the final boss of the game, and after finally breaking the 4th chain, the fight had begun. Through all his months of practice, he perfected the final fight, performing everything as well as he possibly could, and now, it was down to his final phase.
What the damn hell? How's he doing that without getting hit?
After all this time, he'd finally achieved a flat time of 32 minutes, the new world record, and one of the most impressive times seen so far. This time is far from perfect, and undoubtedly has room to improve, but for the current time, it remains at the top of the leaderboard. If you like this video, all I ask is for you to scroll down and press the subscribe button, as I've got some really interesting videos coming up soon.
How did he do that? That
always,
fight looks so
have a nice
chaotic. How did he get through it without... With so few masks, he got through. Oh, wow. How? Skill... Remember how you weren't going to give me shit anymore?
But I'm not wearing pants.
And no nail upgrades. I know, right?
We're never getting into this.
Stuck it.
Clearly mistaken tails for a lemon.
Don't worry about her. She'll pass out from the pain soon.
You can't kill me.
How is that a good thing?
Oh, look at the time.
Mustache care and maintenance. I gotta chop my arm off.
Oh, please don't cook me, Knuckles. I'm sorry.
No deal.
Closed. I've never felt so free.
Fire! Oh, no, he didn't.
Well, I'm not gonna be Amy this time.
Nice to meet you. She seems nice.
My baby!
My breakfast is plotting to kill me.
I got this.
You eat popcorn when you're depressed, too?
I bruise like a delicate peach.
Tainted victory is mine! Pizzazz!
Pizza!
Gosh, you're cute!
You dreamed you were being chased by a giant sock puppet.
Kill it with claws connected to the trap jaw's connected to the scoop maw's connected to the positively charged resistor coupling.
And action! And only mildly damaging to my kidneys.
Brought to you by lead-based paint and asbestos. The perfect combination for your baby's nursery.
He got hit in the head by too many horseshoes.
He piffed it! Do you love it?
I do.
Oh.
The producers are telling me that I don't get paid if we don't finish this show. So let's move on to round 2.
Want to do something foolish?
That's it, I'm firing my speechwriter.
I was expecting some kind of complication.
I gotta water my cat. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
It was a tiny bite, but it gave me this crazy dream.
Ha.
Oh, knock it off! Stop it! Ow! Ow! Anarchy, baby! Woo!
Oops, one too many.
See?
Is trash canny a word?
I think PuppyCon is a fuzzy puppy fan convention.
One would hope, but it's not.
Way to ruin New Year's, dude.
I gotta fire my agent.
Your paperclip necklace pleases me. And you'll never want for comfy blankets again!
Lightning phobia pile!
Shot putting tails across your living room.
I work in the fast food industry.
We're awesome role models.
White is black and black is white.
Wait, what?
A lost child oblivious to the never-ending sea of despair.
Go away, Amy. I'm not in the mood. Eggman!
Wait, he's not in the mood.
A brand new Bjorgen Sklargen.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got a... He's only the second most popular character in the whole canon!
Come on, guys! Wait for me!
Oh boy. That come on guys thing was really, really bad. Him and Amy going at it, does seem to be the thing. What's this? Oh? Loading issue? Loading issue? How does that fail? There's a loading issue. That was the point. Get it now. Well, I've had fun with you guys today, but it is time to do the raid, and TMNT got in first with the guide the raid request. So let's see what we get from that one, huh? DTA Gaming 420. Fair cop, fair cop. Yeah. Knuckles makes up for it, does he? Okay. Okay, so let's do the raid message, if you don't mind, guys. Especially with these pain attacks becoming more and more frequent, I think it's a good idea for me to lie down and stuff. But yeah. PYRUSSY because I'm sassy. Baka. I will. But first we raid. And for that we do a copy and a paste, paste, paste. Paste, paste, paste. Paste the message. Paste the message. Paste, paste, paste. Paste, paste, paste. Paste the message. Paste the message. Okay, so here's the raid message. I'm gonna get the raid underway, but I want you to really know I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I look forward to hanging out with you again on my Wednesday. For some of you, it's Tuesday. Yeah. Or in Australia, I am in the future. I mean, but yeah, I feel it's important for you guys to know I really do appreciate you all. Yeah. So let's go with DTA Gaming 420, and he's playing Modern Warfare. Yep, that's the one. Let's get this raid underway. You guys are awesome. Please don't forget that. I do appreciate you all. Hopefully the collab will go well on Wednesday and we can all get up to stuff. But yeah. Seriously, I love you guys all so very, very much. And remember the secret? We do not tell the secret. I'm Pyra Z, a little fireflower. Now let's raid, bitches. Let's raid! Because I wanna a raid.
Requesting recon at my location. Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is online.
Pyra, thank you so much for the raid of 7. Let's go. We just got ourselves a Pyra raid. Let's